Here's a longer, more detailed rewrite in English, expanding the humour, history, and current drama surrounding Jake Moon's return. EastEnders star shares unexpected theory over Jake Moon's death amid shock comeback. EastEnders actor Joel Beckett has revealed his own imaginative theory about what Jake Moon has been doing for the past 2 decades, after many viewers long believed the character was dead. Jake originally left Albert Square back in 2006 under a cloud of danger and unanswered questions. Over the years, with no firm updates on his whereabouts, fans largely assumed the troubled Moon cousin had met a grim fate off-screen. However, Jake stunned viewers when he resurfaced in a brief cameo in September 2024, before making a more substantial return to Walford. Now, speaking on This Morning, Beckett has shared his tongue-in-cheek ideas about where Jake might have been hiding all these years. "It's nice coming back because it's given me 20 years to come up with a backstory of where he's been," he joked. "In the show, we talk about him being on the run, and I sort of think, has he been to Greece? Thailand? Spain?" Rather than picturing Jake constantly looking over his shoulder, Beckett imagined a far more glamorous alternative. "I had him down as some sort of suave lovejoy going around the world buying antiques," he laughed, "because he came back in an E-Type and all that kind of stuff. But I doubt that's the case." The idea of Jake reinventing himself as a charming, globe-trotting antiques dealer is a far cry from the darker reality hinted at in the show. When soap expert Sharon Marshall brought up Jake's stylish barge, Beckett added, "Even the barge was great. I turned up and thought, this is a lovely barge. Where's he got this from?" While the actor's theory may be playful, Jake's on-screen storyline is anything but light-hearted. Jake's return has already reopened painful chapters from the past. Viewers recently learned that his relationship with Chrissy Watts fell apart due to her twisted revenge plot against Zoe Slater. Despite knowing crucial information, Jake initially refused to help Zoe clear her name over the death of Anthony Truman, creating fresh tension with Kat and Vicky when they crossed paths with him. Back in Walford, Jake has reunited with Alfie Moon and Phil Mitchell, but his reappearance has also forced him to confront the darkest moment of his life, the killing of his brother Danny. In emotionally charged scenes, Alfie, unaware that Danny is dead, innocently suggested tracking him down. The comment visibly rattled Jake, bringing his buried guilt rushing back to the surface. Jake accidentally killed Danny years ago after being manipulated into carrying out a hit on Grant Mitchell. The chain of events spiraled tragically, leaving Jake haunted by the consequences ever since. During a tense heart-to-heart with Phil, Jake admitted he still questions whether he did the right thing. Phil, in typical blunt fashion, urged him to focus on doing right by the family he still has, advice that seems to have sparked a turning point. Determined to make amends and possibly redeem himself, Jake agreed to help track down Chrissy. In a bold move, he sent her a text message begging for another chance, hoping to lure her into meeting him face to face. The message worked. Chrissy replied and agreed to meet. But whether she will actually show up remains the biggest question of all. With old secrets resurfacing and unfinished business threatening to explode, Jake Moon's return is shaping up to be far more than a nostalgic cameo. Instead, it's becoming a deeply layered story about guilt, redemption, and whether a man can truly outrun his past, even after 20 years on the run.